Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort, and today we're going to be learning how to make a palazzo trouser. Now the measurements you'll be needing for a palazzo trouser is your trouser length, your waist circumference, your hip circumference, your hip line, your waist to your knee length. I think that's basically all you need. It's a very simple, plain and easy to make trouser. Okay, so then you also need your thigh circumference. Please do not forget, very important, your thigh circumference. Okay, so let's go right into it. Now first things first, I'm going to be taking my hip line measurement. My hip line is 8 inches, and here is my 8 inches. 8 inches. Okay, so the next measurement I'm going to be taking is my crotch length. Now how do I get my crotch length measurement? Your crotch length measurement is gotten from your hip circumference, and my hip circumference is 36, so I'm going to be dividing that 36 by 4. Now 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches, then plus half inches allowance for ease around the crotch area. So I'm going to be marking my straight line at my hip line point and my crotch line point. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be taking is my hip circumference. Now my hip circumference is 36 divided by 4, that is 9, plus 1 inch is making it 10 in total. So I'm going to be taking 10. This is my 10. The same 10 I'm taking here is the same 10 I'm going to be taking for the waist part. Okay, so I'll draw my straight line. So this is my waist area, this is my hip area. Now coming down to my crotch area, I want to get my thigh circumference. So my thigh circumference is 23 divided by 2. Now please note it's divided by 2, not by 4 this time around. You only divide your waist and your hip by 4, but your thigh circumference is divided by 2. So mine is 23. I'm going to be dividing it by 2. That gives me 11 and half plus 1 inches for sewing allowance. So I have 12 and a half here in total. Okay, now I'm going to extend my markings. Okay, then from here I'll do a freehand curve. You can do a freehand curve, or you use your curve ruler if you have any. Okay, now coming back to my waist area, I want to get my waist circumference properly. So my waist measurement is 27 divided by 4, that gives me 6 half and quarter plus 1 inches for sewing allowance, making it 7 half and quarter. So here it is. I'm going to link it to my hip area. Okay, so this is how it is. Then my waist to my knee measurement, my waist to my knee length. So I'm starting from the beginning of my waist to my knee. I have 18 inches. Okay, so 18 inches here. Okay, so please note that at this crotch area, the totality of what I have here is 12 and a half. I'm going to be taking that 12 and a half here at my waist to my knee length. 12 and a half. Okay, now I don't want my palazzo to be too big, so where I have my waist to my knee length measurements, I'm going to be going in by 2 inches. So it depends on how you want it. If you want yours to be bigger, it's fine, but I usually don't like mine to be too big. So I'm going to link it up to the thigh area. Then if I'll cross check what I have here. I have 10 and a half. The same 10 and a half is what I'm going to take for the down part of my trouser. I'm going to be taking the same 10.5 here. 10.5. Okay, my trouser length is 40, so I'd already taken that 40, the same 10.5 here. So just for me to have a straight line, I'll take the same 10.5 here, then I'll link everything up together. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like at the end of the day. So this is my waist area, my hip area, my crotch area, then my waist to my knee area. Okay, now I'm going to be cutting it out. Now please note that since I'm making a palazzo trouser, I want mine to be high waist. Okay, I want it to be high waist, so I'm going to be adding an additional measurement of 2 inches at the upper part. I don't want it to start exactly from my waist area, so I want it to be high waist, so I'm adding that 2 inches. So I'm going to extend whatever measurement I have here. So like I said, it's a high waist trouser, so I'm adding 2 inches here, then the same 8 inches I have for my waist circumference is the same 8 inches I'm going to have here. So I will just extend. I actually forgot to note that I want it as a high waist trouser. So now I'm going to cut it out. So please note that this is the front part of my trouser. This is just the front part. When I'm done with this, I'm going to show us how to get the back parts. So please don't forget to notch the down parts. Very, very important. Don't forget to notch it. You fold into 2 and notch. Okay, so this is the front part of the trouser. So let's get into cutting the back part. Okay, so as you can see, I've placed my front part of my trouser into another folded fabric for the back part. So I'm going to be tracing out exactly what I have here for the front part of my trouser. I'm going to be cutting out the same thing I have for the back. The only difference is that I want to add that at the back of my trouser. So I'm going to be towards the waist part. I'm going to be adding the 1.5 inches, because when you look at the body structure, because of the buttock side, the back is usually bigger than the front. So in order to eradicate this issue of sitting down on your trouser is opening at the back part, so you add like 1.5 inches. I'm adding 1.5 inches above my waist length area, so 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to use my ruler to merge from that 1.5 at the crotch line part to the waist area. So it's going to be looking this way. Okay, I've already added all my allowances for the hip side, the waist side, the tie circumference part already. So the only difference between the back and the front for this trouser is just this extension at the upper part of my trouser. So I'm going to cut it out. So every other part of it remains the same. Now please note that I'm going to be adding that to the back of my trouser, so I'll add like ½ inch allowance that will accommodate the dart at the back part of my trouser. So I'll open it up. Okay, so that's just that. That is just the difference between the back and the front. Extension at the crotch area, then a little bit of ½ inch allowance for my dart measurements, okay, for sewing of my dart. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye.